Good afternoon, everybody. Happy, terrific Tuesday. It's your girl, C. Witt, broadcasting live from your YWCA of Northwest Indiana. Why? Why am I at the Y? Because there are always amazing things happening in Gary. And let me tell you what we're getting ready to do that never, ever, ever gets old. Surprising young children around the holidays with special treats and presents. And I am here with not only my colleague, but my good friend, Markael Watkins, who has been doing this for the past 6 years. It's the surprise bike giveaway. And so I decided this time I want to talk to you first, Markael, because when we open these doors and these young people coming here, it's going to be utter pandemonium. And you have been running all around. You were at Sojourner Truth House yesterday. Markael, you are just like this angel on earth walking the streets of Gary. What does this feel like, man?
It's always a wonderful thing for me to do this, because like I always tell people, when I was younger, I never got a new bike. It was 13 of us. I had 8 sisters and 4 brothers. So I always got all the hand-me-downs.
The hand-me-down.
Hand-me-down bike, hand-me-down clothes. So my best friend, Ricky Gunn, he got a new bike, and he let me use his bike sometimes. So I said, everybody was doing coat drives and everything. So I talked to State Representative Hatcher and State Senator Eddie Milton. I said, hey, I'm going to do a bike drive. They said, a bike drive? Yeah, I just want to get bikes to the kids. So I just started calling my friends and family and steel workers and firemen, and everybody just started donating bikes. And this is the 6th year of me doing it.
6th year, and that's the cool thing. When you said start calling my friends, that's one of the testaments about what Gary looks like. When you talk about how we jump in and help one another, and then your employment, involvement, and leadership at U.S. Steel made it an easy lift, followed by the fire department, the union, which we'll talk to them shortly. But I know there's somebody on here like, oh man, I want to give, I want to do something. And so I say never turn down the love, especially if it can even go toward next year. What's the deadline if they want to give money or a bike?
Well, no more money donations now.
Okay.
Because if you still want to give bikes, you can give bikes at the Boys and Girls Club. So till the 22nd of December.
Okay.
So we're taking bikes still, but right now we're just going to take bikes and get those to kids that need them, before Christmas.
Okay. Well, I just want to say once again, thank you for doing this for our community. The young people, I should let you know, who are getting bikes today here at the YWCA of Northwest Indiana, they have never received the bike from here. So last year we had a group of kids, so this is a brand new crop, which means brand new screens, brand new surprise. So I'm like all excited because they're on their way in here. But any last words that you just want to share with our community? I have a few more people I'm going to chat with before we open those doors.
Well, I just want to thank everybody who supports the annual bike drive every year. There's so many people. I can't name everybody, but all the elected officials, all my friends, all the families, steel workers, doctors, lawyers, you know what I'm saying? I can't name everybody, but I really appreciate y'all support every year, and we're going to keep doing this.
All right, everybody, we're going to keep doing this. Thank you, Markael. I'm going to call your colleague, your good buddy over, our public servant, State Representative Reagan Hatcher. We were right in this space last year.
We were.
Back again.
Here.
So
yeah.
Talk to me about your role this year and how you're feeling about these smiles we're getting ready to see.
Oh my gosh. Well, last year was just so amazing when the kids came out and saw the bikes. So this year when we walked in, I was like, hey, where are all the bikes like we had last time? And I found out that Markael has been doing this for so many years now. A lot of the kids who are already in the program have a bike already.
Right.
So these are the new kids. So it's even more exciting because they've never been able to experience this before. So I am just so happy to be here.
I mean, for me, it just never gets old.
It does. Especially when
like,
they come in the room.
Yes.
It's so exciting.
And so we're about T-minus 2 minutes away.
I love it. And I just want to thank the Y for helping us with this every year. Of course, Markael, this year we've had some new angels. I heard you call Markael an angel.
Isn't he though?
You got to know him. No, I'm kidding. Okay, but we got some new angels here. And
call them on over.
Let me call over the Gary Local 359.
Fire department, fire union. I know these guys.
Yes.
I just call them Tidwell and Benford.
Well, they are our new angels this year, and they have just helped so much, not only with buying bikes, but also with getting other people on board, the transportation of bikes. We so appreciate them.
All right.
So
well,
I'm going to give them the mic.
All
right.
Thank you. Well, you all can come on either side. These gentlemen are no strangers. I know them. They're always in the community, always doing things to make a difference. And today is no different as your union Well, first of all, thank you for protecting us. This is the season where we get wild with our space heaters. We lighting stoves and doing all the wrong things that cause fires. But then you all come to the rescue, or you give us the tips to say, hey, don't do that. And but if we call you, you all always come. So let me just lead with that. Thank you. But now you are here making another difference with this bike drive today. I'm going to start to my right, Mr. Tidwell and Tillman. Tell me, we have Tidwells and Gary too, but we're with Larry Tillman today. And tell me what you all have done in support of this year's bike drive.
Well, this year we heard about the bike drive that Markael was doing, and we just really wanted to do something to participate during this season. Sometimes we've done our giveaway on our own, but it was just good to link up with something that was already established. We put the motion on the floor. The members decided to put up 10 bikes. And then we had individual members just come and give additional money, which Vice President Benford, kind of initiated, and it took off. And
that's that Gary love.
Right, yeah. And we were able to get up all the way to 33 bikes donated to this event. I'm very proud of our membership. I'm very proud to be able to represent them, and I'm thankful to them.
Shout out to, what's the number? Local
359.
Local 359. Did Markael cry? Tell the truth. He's not listening.
No, you know what? I think he's too busy to cry right now.
Well, he will cry and shed tears. He got teary-eyed.
I think once he gets a chance to sit down and relax after this is over, but this is his passion, and we see that. And it's easy to link up with something that's going like that when somebody is passionate about it, to just jump right in and be able to help them out.
Benford, what you been doing with all these bikes and helping out today?
I'm so tired of bikes. We've been running around getting bikes for 3 days.
Yeah.
So like I told Markael, if you do this every year, good Lord, boy. But, as long as the kids are happy.
That's right. And in just a couple of minutes, everybody who's just tuning in, we're at the YWCA of Northwest Indiana. And in a matter of minutes, the babies that are going to come in, they have no idea what's going on. So last question, Tillman, I see you have your sons with you. How? They're little. So how do you explain to them that, no, these bikes are not for you?
Very slowly and over again, because I am trying to show them that we have to give back, and they understand. But Lawrence was asking me the other day, like, okay, so we giving bikes away again? Then to who? To some other children. Well, we're children, but they get it, and they're happy about being out and being able to hang with Dad and be around.
And
other
Uncle
people.
Benford, look, Uncle Cam.
Yeah. So
well, and here he is, one of them. I want to just shout out your wife, because they look just like you, but sis, we know you did the work. I'm like, this just two little Larrys running around here, but congratulations. Thanks. Any last words? Shout out to your union brothers. And
shout out to they came. I put a call of action out, and they stepped up, and we originally were going to do 5 bikes, then it went to 10, and it ended up being 33.
That's what I'm talking about. Gary Fire Department, Union 359 is fire. All right, fellas, I couldn't resist. I'm going to talk real quick with our board members. We got Miss Frida Grace. Now, let me see. Different channel, I know we're not at the farm. Come on over here, Frida. Frida has been a long-time supporter, instructor, employee here at the YWCA of Northwest Indiana, so it's only fitting that she's here and in on the surprise. Yeah. Frida, you helping? What's going on, sis?
Yeah, the surprise is going on today. Every year I've been with Markael with the bikes, and this is my first time I got a chance to actually be in on the surprise.
Oh, good.
In on the surprise, it's a surprise. Wonderful for me. And secondly, we have at the farm and at the church, we have pantry boxes.
Might as well give a shout.
Yeah, so we're looking for people that want to put them in front of their businesses. In front of their churches.
So I will tell them to go over to the Faith CDC page, Faith Farms, and learn more about the food pantries and what they're doing over there. So it's just a spirit of giving all over the city.
Amen. And we love the Y, and we love the kids here. So we're always willing to come down and help in any way we can.
Okay, so I'm getting the sign that they're almost at the door. I'm going to talk to one more person, and then I'm going to get out the way so you all can see this big surprise. If you're just tuning in, I'm at the YWCA of Northwest Indiana, where Karen Jones is the executive director. And if you don't know, they have a simply fabulous board of directors, and one of our members is right here, Mrs. Latanya Woodson. Latanya, you're on your lunch break, so I know we're in a hurry,
Yeah,
but
no.
I mean, you're getting in on some holiday cheer real quick on the break.
Yes, and you know what? Last year I didn't have an opportunity to see the faces, after they received the bikes, and I said I have to come over here just so that I can be a part of it.
Yeah.
And on behalf of the board of directors, Karen and YWCA, we are just so thankful that the communities, they come together and they, this is awesome.
This is awesome. I remember when Markael got on stage at our Circle of Friends Gala back in October and said, hey, get your bikes ready.
Yes.
And they answered the call.
They answered the call,
Yeah,
and
so
we are so thankful.
What does being on the board mean for you as far as service to the community?
Exactly what you just said.
That part.
Servicing families. Partnerships. I'm with Edgewater Health and YWCA, so I serve in two hats.
Yes.
We come together, we partner, and that's one of the huge things, because you can't do anything by yourself.
That is so
This
true.
is proven right here.
Yes.
You can't do anything by yourself, and we're just so thankful.
All right, well, we are thankful for you, Latanya Woodson. I think it's time, everybody. So go get those smiles. I'm Chelsea Whittington. I proudly represent the YWCA of Northwest Indiana, located right here on 15th Avenue, 15th and Broadway. Just look over to your left. There we are. And so I just need to find out if it's time. I'm gonna get ready, and hold on. Let's get ready for the bikes. I just wanted to make sure you were paying attention. Are you still watching? It is almost time for us to surprise these babies, but I couldn't go forward with the surprise without having one of our team members, our critical team members here at the YWCA. Come on, Miss Alexis. I like to call you Alexis Allure. Get Pretty Girl Jewelry, but also here on our team at the YWCA of Northwest Indiana. You have been working feverishly all morning, because I see that each bike has a name on it, and you want to make sure it matches up. So what's the process behind the scenes before the smiles?
Okay, so the process is we got to make sure that every kid who is new to the YWCA receives a bike.
Okay,
and so once we do that, we actually, got to make sure it's a girl or boy, the age, make sure the heights and everything are right for each kid, as you can see. So it's different bikes and everything for the kids. And so we're super excited about that. And so once we do that, we just go ahead and make sure that each kid gets a bike.
Okay.
And it's over 20 bikes today.
Okay. Now, I heard about the pep talk.
Yeah.
So our babies, when they go on field trips or when there are things that are getting ready to happen, even if they don't know what exactly is getting ready to happen, you all do what are called pep talks, which crack me up. What does a pep talk entail?
Okay, so a pep talk entails this. You tell them, like, look, we got something in store for you. We're not going to tell you what it is, but are you excited? And it starts with that. And they like, yeah, what is it? What is it? We're super excited. We're like, well, when you go in, how are you going to act? And then they just start acting surprised, and they start screaming.
Okay. It's the warm-up, huh?
Yeah, it is totally.
I'm excited like I'm getting a bike, because I was here last year. I know what this feels like. I know what, and so how much longer, Alexis? My goodness, I can't wait. So what's going on over here?
5 more minutes. We're just putting together our last bike.
We got a few minutes left. They're putting together the last bike. So we're going to go ahead and pan the cameras and let you all see some of the bikes that these young people are going to get. And hopefully by the time we do all of that, you can take these babies out of suspense, because we're doing them wrong now. Now that they've had the pep talk, they're like, okay, I'm ready to scream. What is going on? And I want to also give a shout out. Let's talk to Karen for a second.
Right.
Our friend Karen Jones has she's taking care of some business and is unable to be with us today. But you already know she was in on the planning of this.
You already know, yeah. So she's the one who actually put together the list. She's the one that makes sure that each kid received a bike. Each kid, and made sure that each kid had a name tag along with their age.
Well, shout out to our executive director, Karen Jones, who's always building and forging and maintaining partnerships in the community. It's one thing about when they have this touch point with her, what I notice is that people keep coming back. They're like, I had a great experience with donating at the Y during the Thanksgiving holiday. We had traffic blocked with the Boy Scouts and NIFSCO giving away. Were you a part of that as well?
Yes, I was. I actually gave out the numbers so each card could give them like the basket number. So if they got one basket or two baskets. So yeah, I was a part of that.
So with that, if you are interested in getting involved with the YWCA of Northwest Indiana or making a donation, you need to only go to the Facebook page to get more information. You can inbox us there, or you can go to the website YWCA of NWI.org. That's YWCA of YWCA.NWI.org. I can hear Karen now like, no, that's not it. But if you Google YWCA of Northwest Indiana, we come up. We have after school programs for our young people. And of course, we have our Silver Sneakers program that is accepted. If you have silver sneakers for the seniors out there, then your membership to the Y is absolutely covered. Alexis, if you need to go over there and finish up and go get the kids ready,
right.
I'm great at filler. That's just what I do. I can do some filler because I can talk about the YWCA all day. There's some of you who are jumping in and out of this live like, I just want to see the kids. I know, me too. I want to see the kids get their bikes, but they had one more big wheel that they had to put together. Now, we don't want that young man or young lady. Is it a young man that's getting this big wheel? It looks like it's a boy's big wheel. We don't want him to be disappointed, so they have stopped. I told you, the fire department, they step in an emergency. Look at them over there putting that big wheel together. Anybody else remember having a big wheel? And you know, Amber, you probably don't know this, but when big wheels were out way back in the day, they had one that was dedicated to the Incredible Hulk. Yes, I am dating myself. So what? If you had the green machine, it was green. It was still a big wheel, but it was the Incredible Hulk green machine. I digress. But what they're doing now is putting together the final big wheel so that when all these babies come into this gymnasium, they are going to scream their heads off. That's why I said, let me do these interviews now, because once they come in the gym, full pandemonium. You're right. We won't even be able to hear. And that's exactly what we want. And so as I interviewed Markael Watkins earlier on this broadcast, he is the brain. He's the author, the brainchild of this bike giveaway. And I just want to give him credit and kudos. And also shout out to State Senator Eddie Melton, who's on the team of helping to promote the bike drive. He, of course, donates. And of course, he gets other partners involved. And so we're in the 6th year now. So it's getting bigger and bigger. And don't forget, if you want to donate a bike, you only have 2 days left. I was going to say January. We're not in January yet. December 22nd. If you want to donate a bike, you need to take it over to the Boys and Girls Club, formerly at Tolliston Middle School. Boys and Girls Club now. Take your bikes over there, but you have until Thursday, December 22nd. Surprisingly, Markael said that monetary donations are no longer being accepted at this time, but continue to follow him on social media, so when he puts the call out again for donations, you can make sure that you be a part of it. But if you're just feeling generous, you are certainly welcome to give to your YWCA of Northwest Indiana. As my financial advisor says, we're closing out the year, and so you want to get your giving in before December 31st so it can count as a tax deduction. So you can give to the YWCA of Northwest Indiana by going to their website, YWCANWI.org. Again, that's YWCANWI.org. You know, I'm starting to feel like one of those reporters on TV when they have that earpiece in and they're telling them, keep talking, we're not ready for the event yet. And that's what I'm doing. Are we ready now?
We're not quite ready. We're waiting for one more big wheel to be put together. We didn't know we had some little ones, so we kind of had to get some big wheels at the last minute. But We're working on it.
Okay.
I just wanted to come back up and talk about how wonderful the YWCA is for the community and for the neighborhood. That my two oldest kids both got their lifeguard certification here. They learned how to swim here.
Really?
Yes. And it's just a jewel of the community.
Yes. And while we're talking more about the why, I would be remiss.
This is what we waiting on.
Okay.
They putting it together now. They putting it together, you know.
Oh my goodness. And we're just letting the dads do what they do.
You know, we usually do bikes, but I had a friend in Oakland, California named Jack Stevenson, and he said, man, I want to buy some big wheels.
Okay.
So I said, well, it's a bike drive. He said, but man, I want to do big wheels because we used to have big wheels. I said, all right. So he ended up doing 5 big wheels.
Well, let me tell
5
you,
bikes,
I want to date you all with me.
You had the green machine.
Yeah.
All right,
I didn't, but we talked about the green. I thought it was for boys, you know, but now we live in a time where, hey, you can do it, be whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we just thought it was so cool. Did you have a green machine? Well, you didn't have a bike at all,
I had
right?
a green machine,
Okay,
but I had a hand-me-down green machine. You know, so one of the handles didn't work real good, you know, so my brother had already tore it up, but I did have it, you know.
Green
so
machine,
you can imagine, you know, how that always went.
So it's not just me. So we're putting together 2 big wheels.
We got one done.
Oh, one is done.
Matter of fact, let me go get the one that's done.
Okay,
it's
go grab that one.
It's very nice. Yeah, while we're waiting on
So Reagan, what I was gonna say is I would be remiss while he's getting the big wheel to not give a shout out and a happy birthday to our very own State Senator Earlene Rogers. Did you know it's her birthday today?
I did not know that. I did not know that.
All right, and we're gonna. Oh my goodness!
Very nice.
It even got the little flag on it. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
right.
And all in a matter of minutes, you all got that
I
put
was gonna change the
together.
flag and make it blue.
Uh-oh.
You know, I don't really like
Already-
you know what I'm saying?
We're not even gonna go there.
That Democratic
with the-
blue, you know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
it. I already know where you're going with
But
that.
it is nice. I
very
like it. I
nice.
think my buddy Jack, I really appreciate him sending some.
Well, I will make sure that we get the reaction of that
Yeah,
young
I
man who's
wanna
going to
show it
jump
to you.
on this,
Yeah.
and we'll get them riding around in circles and circles and circles.
I was gonna see if Reagan wanted to try to ride it.
You know
So
what?
funny on live. We have so many jokes on live.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna put this back.
all
Okay,
right.
all
'Cause
right,
we're
great.
almost ready. Happy birthday. As we know, and maybe some of them don't know, but if anybody stomped for the building of this building,
Absolutely, it was former state senator Earlene Rogers, and we just thank her, and I think at that time Representative Charlie Brown was there, Representative Vernon Smith, you know, all those guys that just came together for the creation of this building. And here's another little known fact.
give me a little known fact.
When I was little, that was long before this building was ever built. But I was actually, my mom took me, just like she took my kids here, she took me to the Y that was on 6th and Massachusetts, I guess. That was 6th and Massachusetts. And even back then, it was a wonderful place. They had tap dance and ballet and all kind of things that we were able to do. So the Y has just been around for so long, and we just appreciate all the things the Y does.
You have some Y memories?
I have no Y memories. The only Y memories I have is just coming up here doing these bikes for the kids. Because, you know, we just played outside. It was like, you know, it wasn't no like, we made up our own games, you know, hide and
His life
seek.
was so hard.
Hide and seek, you know
What a
saying?
rebound, I
You know,
would
I'm just saying, you know, we didn't do a lot, you know what I'm saying, as far
Yeah.
as, you know, going to different facilities. There was so many of us, so we always had all kind of
Crew and squad, I get it. But now I am so glad. We were just talking about it being State Senator Rogers' birthday today, and how she was one of the founders and pushed for the funding for the building of this building. And she still serves on our board. And now what she is doing is fighting for the funding for the renovation.
Oh,
Excellent.
man.
So
Happy
she-
birthday.
Happy birthday.
We're going to have to take a cake by or something.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll do
And
something nice.
believe me, she will watch this.
Oh,
Senator
awesome.
Rogers is on,
Awesome.
and I am getting the thumbs up that it's time,
Okay,
everybody.
we're ready.
It is time.
I'll wait.
All right. I want to get out the way, too. And I'm going to stand right here until they come, and then I'm going to jump out the way, and we're going to run some camera. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Come here, Amber. Come on over. So doing the camera operation is Amber, and we are so excited to be here. You excited?
I'm excited
You
because my
think you're getting
godsons
the
are
mic?
here.
Oh,
So
they're
they don't
getting the
know.
mic. They
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
don't know. So I'm super excited for that.
Another super side note. Okay, well, we're going to capture them. We're at the YWCA of Northwest Indiana. I'm going to get out the way, and I'm going to continue the commentary a little bit. But again, we welcome your support of the YWCA. Oh, my goodness. YWCA.NWI.org. Again, shout out to our board members. Shout out to Local 359, our firefighters union, who donated 33 bikes to this effort. They were at Sojourner Truth House yesterday. And if you want to donate a bike, you have until Thursday, December 22nd. So in the room, we have some of our YWCA staff. We have State Representative Reagan Hatcher. We have the founder of the program, Markael Watkins. We have board member Latanya Woodson. We have firefighter union members, our president, Larry Tillman, vice president, Kevin Benford. Yours truly, C-Wit. Our C-Wit team is here, fresh off of a trip to Atlanta. And I'm so glad that we were able to get back in time for this. When I saw this pop up on my calendar, I was like, oh, absolutely. We will be here to give you live coverage. And in a matter of seconds, these children are going to run through this door. And I hope you are tuned in. Don't leave me now, you all. Don't leave me now. We've been doing a lot of talking and interviews. I'm ready for the action. I want the kids to come on in a matter of seconds. There will be approximately 30 children running through those doors, and I want to capture their reaction. You know, I was looking online, and there was someone who posted a line about Gary being a depressing place, and I hope he or she is watching, because that is certainly not the case. There's lots of joy and cheer in our city, and shout out to those of us who have not left our city or still support our city, even if they live in other places, and make the wise decision to lift her up rather than to put her down. And I'm definitely one of them. Gary, we do love, and these are the types of things that happen for our young people in our community when we come together. The Firefighters Union and the Y have partnered along with Markael Watkins, and so many others have given bikes. So this is one stop of many. And here they come. I believe they are letting the children in a matter of seconds. Oh, we have some parents who have come in because they have been given the green light to come capture this. And I think it's getting ready to happen. I just don't know. It's like we are waiting for the ball to drop on New Year's Eve. And I just can't express how excited we are. A special thanks to our board members for being here. Latanya Woodson, of course, State Representative Reagan Hatcher, and of course the team here at the YWCA, because it was more than a notion to organize the names, get the bikes all labeled and ready to go. I want to thank you all for staying tuned in with me. I know you're like, Chelsea, when are they going to bring the children in? And my fear is if I get back on camera, then they'll come bursting through the door. So I'm going to stay off to the side. And Markael has his camera ready to go. And that second big wheel has been put together. And they have placed it over here just in time for the babies to come and be surprised. And Amber's coming to give me an update. How much time do we have before the babies come through those doors? Okay, they said they are getting them lined up now. And so one of the other things I want to talk to you about while we're waiting for them to come, you may have some questions about, well, what happened to the pool? What's going on with the pool? And again, we're raising funds for the renovation of the YWCA. That's why I directed you to the website, YWCA.NWI.org. But I want to send a special shout out to the Hard Rock Casino of Northern Indiana, located right here in Gary, Indiana. At our Circle of Friends Gala back in October, our council, Gary Common Council, made a donation of $1 million. And coupled with that, the Hard Rock Casino of Northern Indiana has become a partner of the YWCA to help with the renovations and giving money and doing donations through not only corporate but through their employees to help with the renovations. And so on that list is the renovation of the pool and some other things, odds and ends. You know, when a building is 20 plus years old, there are things that become in disrepair. And so we want to take care of those locker rooms, the pool, the facility, because we also rent this facility out to the community. And so shout out to the team over at Hard Rock Casino of Northern Indiana. So I want to shout out Howard University, the broadcast journalism program, because one of the things they taught us to do when we were learning to do stand-up is how do you keep talking when you're waiting for an event to happen and keep the people engaged. And I see that you are still online with me, and I want to thank you for that so much. And speaking of thank yous, nothing says thank you more than those of you who continue to give to the YWCA of Northwest Indiana. And you don't have to wait until it's the holidays, but this is the perfect time to do some giving if you're thinking about an organization that clearly makes a difference with the after-school programs. The YWCA has also teamed up with the Gary Community School Corporation to do the after-school program. And so when children need help with their math and science or any of their homework, they come to the Y, they get their snacks, they get their homework done, and then they get to play right here in this gymnasium, or they can go into the fitness. And if you are interested in enrolling your child in the after-school program, the kids are out for the Christmas break, but the Y will still be open. If you want to come and check out the Y during the holiday break with your child to see what the programs offer, this is the perfect time. Give a call here to the Y at 219-881-9922. Again, it's 219-881-9922. So we're going to close out this broadcast and we're going to come back fresh when it is time for the youth. I guess they still haven't lined them up, and I don't want to belabor, but know that when we go back live, it will be time for our children to get their bikes. We'll be right back.